Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? I was checking out this video with Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking about the situation with him and LeBron. And I guess LeBron didn't like some stuff he said about his son. I don't know exactly what Stephen A. said about LeBron's son to get him kind of irritated like that. But to me and others who watch basketball, they know LeBron James' son, Bronny James, is ass by NBA standards. Like, he's some complete ass. Maybe Stephen A. said something along those lines. But anyway, I'm going to check out the video, let it play, and see what Stephen A. talking about.
On this Feel Good Friday, thank you for being with us. Obviously, Stephen A., an incredible game last night in LA. You were in the building, and we'll get to what that means for the Lakers and Knicks in just a moment. But, S.A., there was a moment in the game that we want to address.
That was LeBron James coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, to confront me about making sure that I'm mind.
It looked like to me like somebody going up to somebody looking and saying, like, I better not catch you doing whatever again, and just walking away. Like Stephen A. looked like he's about to get smacked for real.
What I say about his son. Can't repeat the words because they ain't suited for FCC airwaves. That's what he was doing. I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it was a one-on-one, I wouldn't say a conversation, but it was a one-on-one confrontation. But then I wake up and everybody from ESPN and my agent and everybody else were sending me that this thing had gone viral. And so ultimately it was unavoidable, and that is why I have to discuss it now.
He know damn well them people he worked for at ESPN was like, boy, you better get up there and talk about this.
That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was a parent. That was a father. And I can't sit here and be angry or feel slighted by LeBron James in any way in that regard. By all accounts, he's obviously a wonderful family man and a wonderful father who cares very, very deeply about his son. And based on some of the comments that he had heard, or shall I say, I think he thought he heard, he clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it. For the record, his agent and friend, Rich Paul, has my number. Maverick Carter, who works under him, has my number. LeBron James knows how to get in contact with me if he wanted to. He never called, because had he called and wanted to talk to me, I would have accepted that call. Had he wanted to see me, I would have flown out and I would have seen him and I would have had a conversation man to man. But that is not what he elected to do. Instead, he elected to confront me while I was sitting courtside. Ari Emanuel, the head of William Morris Endeavor, one of the agencies that represents me, along with Larry David, was sitting courtside. I was with them for the game. And he walked right up to me and he said what he had to say. And apparently he feels like I was slighting his son. Now let me tell you what I feel. What I would have said if we were in a different environment, because I was not going to engage in a confrontation at that particular moment in that setting. But if we had had that conversation, I would have said to LeBron James, I never would speak negatively about your son. I was talking about you.
All right, I'm gonna end it on that part because that was pretty much like my point I was trying to make and what I was trying to get to about him having the ability, or LeBron reaching out to him, or him reaching out to LeBron, vice versa, or whatever. He know damn well, even if he reached out to LeBron to have a private conversation, it probably would go the same way. If he's talking about he didn't want to, in that moment, have some type of confrontation or something like that, it's the perfect time. That man confronted you, you speak your piece, and you all go from there. It's not like you all were speaking in the church parking, church pew or something like that. He approached you, and you could say what you want to say, and just leave it at that, and stop trying to act like you're gonna circle back around and holler at him and do all this type of stuff, because you're not going to do it at all. And from what you probably said, again, I don't know exactly what he said, but he probably just said what everybody knows, that Bronny James, by NBA standards, is ass. That's what it is, and just stand on it. And he has to know that he's an adult and playing in an adult sport, and he's going to be open to criticism. So that's just a part of the game. The way these other athletes are getting criticized, he's going to face the same criticism too. And his father also said a while back that he was better than a lot of them dudes playing anyway. So that's going to bring another set of eyes on top of the eyes that you have of already being LeBron James' son, and that meeting those expectations or whatever the case might be. But Stephen A. full of it, man. He knows even if he wanted to reach out after that, he probably wouldn't do it, or it'd fall on deaf ears or whatever. Because how LeBron body language was looking right then and there, that body language would be the same on the phone, if they had a private conversation or whatever. And Stephen A. just acting like he could have had a conversation, or he going to have a conversation. Ain't nothing going to happen, man. Stephen A. just sound like a sucker right here. He should have just said, look, if that was the case, I'm going to call him right when the game over, or go in the locker room or something. We can have a private conversation about it and do that. You just ain't going to go on me. Well, I'm using some slang. You just ain't going to, go on me and run me and make me look like a sucker without me saying my piece. But that's my 1-2-1. Leave your commentary. Let me know what you think.